Here are the top 10 worst US states to live in 2023. Number 10, Kentucky. While the state doesn't do too badly on crime and infrastructure, its economic instability and poor healthcare system are causes for concern. The state has also ranked as having one of the highest poverty levels in the United States. Health conditions are also on the decline, with the state having record low levels of childhood immunization and lots of hospital stays that could have been prevented. But these health concerns have a lot to do with the way its residents live. Kentucky ranks last in the US for exercise and vegetable consumption, while ranking second for cigarette smoking and sleep deprivation. While it's a relatively inexpensive state to live in, you might want to think about if the quality of life is worth it. Number 9, South Carolina. South Carolina earns this spot mostly because of its high crime rates and lagging education system. The state has one of the highest levels of violent crime, with the 5th highest homicide rate in the country and a juvenile incarceration rate of 10% higher than the national average. The school system is also trailing behind, lower than the average high school graduation rates. The poverty gap in South Carolina is one of the worst in the country, signaling how poor the state's economy is. Number 8, Oklahoma. Healthcare concerns and crime rates place Oklahoma in the number 8 spot. The residents of Oklahoma have some of the country's lowest rates to healthcare access. 1 in every 5 Oklahomans don't have health insurance, and the state has some of the country's highest rates of drug usage. The state also has the nation's 2nd highest incarceration rate and the 16th highest murder rate in the country. The weather is also not the best. Summers are beastly, tornadoes are common in the spring, and winter brings severe ice storms. Not great. Number 7, Arkansas. Arkansas access to healthcare, specifically dental care, is ranked among the worst in the country. Residents have the lowest rate of dentist visits, and many say they avoid going to the doctor because of the cost. The state also has the 2nd highest rates of tobacco use and cardiovascular disease in the country, and the 4th highest incarceration rate. This might be due to the unstable economy, which sees high poverty levels due to lack of opportunities and access to quality education. Arkansas also has the 2nd highest state and local tax rates in the country. If you're thinking of moving out of Arkansas, it's definitely not a bad idea. Number 6, Alaska. Alaska's economy has been lagging behind in recent times, mostly due to the economic hit it took during the pandemic when tourism and oil demand went down. According to the Alaskan Department of Labor, Alaska's economy trails behind the US in job growth, unemployment rate, and wage growth. Alaska also leads the country in violent crime rates, mostly due to its high unemployment. Almost everything has to be shipped into Alaska, which drives costs up, especially where groceries are concerned. In fact, the cost of living in Alaska is about 28% higher than the national average. If you thought eggs were expensive in your city, you wouldn't want to know how much they cost in Alaska. Number 5, Alabama. With the location of the state bordering the Gulf Coast, Alabama is vulnerable to natural disasters all year long. You'll find that the most common occurrences are flash floods, tornadoes, severe thunderstorms, and hurricanes. Since Alabama is a hot, humid state, this means you're likely to run into a cockroach problem no matter where you live. Mosquitoes can also be a problem, especially if you're living near the water. There's not many places open on a Sunday, and alcohol is basically banned in most counties. Add all this to low access to healthcare, poor childhood education, and the highest rates of obesity, depression, and kidney disease in the country, and it's easy to see why Alabama sits so high on the list. Number 4, West Virginia. The state sits at number 4 because its infrastructure is the worst in the country. Nearly a third of West Virginia's roads are in poor condition. It also has one of the worst commutes in the country. While the state gets lots of sunshine, it can be difficult to get past the 15% unemployment rate. The state also has significant levels of overdosing, drug addiction, and illegal drug use, especially heroin, opioids, and crystal meth. 90% of the state's population is white and mostly full of retirees, so it lacks the diversity you may be looking for. If you are a person of color, you definitely might feel out of place. Number 3. New Mexico. The state has fallen in the bottom 5 states every year since 2017, mainly due to concerns about education and opportunity. The state's 4th grade reading levels are the lowest in the country, and only about 75% of students graduate from high school. 26% of children live at or below the poverty line, which is the country's highest level of childhood poverty. If you have school-aged children, you definitely should keep a close eye on your kids' progress. Number 2. Mississippi. Mississippi ranks last in terms of healthcare due to low levels of access, with nearly a fifth of residents without health insurance. Mississippi also has the highest rate of obesity in the nation, along with infant mortality, C-section deliveries, preterm birth, and low birth weight. Mississippi's education system is routinely ranked at the bottom in the country. As a result, the state has one of the lowest high school graduation rates. Number 1. Louisiana. Louisiana has ranked as the worst state in the US every year since 2017. The state ranks first in the nation for homicide and also has the nation's highest incarceration rate. Louisiana has a reputation for corrupt government from the state level down to the local town level. This has led to mismanagement of funds, which results in poorly managed public services and poor infrastructure. This makes it harder to attract businesses and investment into the state, which keeps unemployment and poverty high. So while New Orleans might be great for a quick vacation, you should think twice about moving there. This wraps up our list of the top 10 worst states to live in the USA in 2023. Is there a state you're surprised didn't make the cut? Let us know in the comments. If you liked this video and want to see more like it, give us a like and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our upcoming content. In the meantime, check out some of our other top 10 videos.